Ah. Noob. Look at y'all fucking video freaks. Scrappity. This should be interesting.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati.
Really
Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Hey, come on, man.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. To him right up the gut. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times. And they operate as a terrific unit.
Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8.
Stop making a fool like yourself.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down. And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No big plays given up early.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 46-yard.
That's real trash, bro.
9 back on the return. And the Bengals take possession. To him right up the gut. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Bengals a 1st down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to throw here. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a first set of downs. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And now this offensive unit, good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
I said, wait.
Goes in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And we'll find his big tight end over the middle. A good pick up there at 22. And that's one of the disadvantages of a passer is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll look to throw here. His pass caught at the 4. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. And here's a look at the defensive unit that hopes to halt this offense today. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go on the ground. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take the first quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Sit down to kick this one away and off it goes.
You're not the only one who needs to cover.
This field at the 2. And pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 to 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch you in this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Get off of me.
They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. They find some open field here. Give them 11 on the gain there. And
they got
the Browns a first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds, but that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well, and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Snap as they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Red zone opportunity. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner wins in the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
He'll be brought down about the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great lead, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense. And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And some space here. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run any.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Light it up. I know that. I don't know.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw here. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that.
And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. End up letting him through. And ended up tackling him for a loss.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add on to their lead. I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not going to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers.
It's best.
Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking right sideline, that's complete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengal offense now with football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural.
It's only 6 minutes to quarter on the game. Not, in real life, it's 15 minutes to quarter. That's why I go so slow.
In that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And again this time to the tailback. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And on the ground they go with a running back. Maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit, throwing it a little bit more.
5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
Deep drop, looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. One receiver left, 3 to the right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at
my
the
nigga now.
5-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
As they run the counter play. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Another pistol look here. Back to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football to set up shot at the 49-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, they rely more on the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. You just wonder,
why you over there by that door?
Warm up a little bit over on the sideline. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 4.
I made it with him. Right, Dad?
What?
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route. And what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off.
It's some more in the kitchen anyway.
And cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Yeah, you can have a whole pack.
Really nice target.
And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Not a run that you got to home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense can stay on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
It don't matter. It don't matter. Get some.
Only A1. Only A1. Let me get some more.
And on 3rd down, the ball's going to go with a nickel set. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now back to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
Sorry, I think it's
screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
They come out here in the eye. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned a little more power. They score.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down.
Dad, did you eat all the big chips out of that bag?
They all start out big like that. So they all start out big like that.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or focus necessary and dropped it before he could hold it.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. The play clock's running down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And give him a gain of 37.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because you usually have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
That's complete. Right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing on the playbook. But, boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Bengals getting set to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard.
Try me not.
And the Browns getting set to go.
Nigga.
They had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. 1st and goal here from the 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now, here come the Bengals. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And they're going to speed things up here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. defensively, going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 14 yards that time for number 13.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. Look at the clock. You're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense? Where you want to the score? And the time left on the clock, as you noted. So many things to go through.
The kickoff team on field now as they will send this one away.
We fight for the chip.
This fielded at the 2. He'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead by 3 late stages in the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. Field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side.
I don't want to try. That's why you were in there. Oh, there's 3. 3 rounds.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Watch the chip, man. No, not right now, not right now. Wait till I get
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. So we got 3 at 1-10. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Ready, set, point.
They'll give it to him right off the gun. They can't bring him down.
It does work.
And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for Cleveland first. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He's stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout. This year as we step aside.
Hey.
You ain't stronger than me. And you're not stronger than me. Yeah. Yeah.
So they're operating in the red zone. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play.
I can't get up.
On an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They got here in the eye. This time the tailback gets the first down yardage, but he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Somebody else.